Welcome back to Sun Crypto. It is November the 8th, 2019, 7:53 p.m. Eastern Time. Just wanted to give you guys a very quick update regarding BTC. We're going to start off with the daily. On the daily time frame, we just break this area of 100 EMA. We could not, the bulls could not sustain a healthy momentum on top of it. We basically broke below it. 21 EMA, the 50. That's a 50 EMA and that's a 21 EMA. They couldn't basically support the price. Right now we're looking extremely bearish. Okay, indicators, you can take a look at your MACD. Basically we got a bearish crossover. That's not good at all, at least for the short term, but it doesn't mean much because we can still make a U-turn as before crossing the histogram. We can make a slight U-turn, right? But as up to now, it's in favor of the basically the bears, right? Take a look at the volume not looking bad, so it's picking up. I told you guys volatility going to increase. Price moving up. Volume was basically decreasing. It's going to pick up at least for the short term. So how high it is going to pick up, that's a big question, but we just have to be extremely careful. Even though we're looking for BTC to give us a reversal pattern just about this area, we just have to be extremely careful regarding the volume, because we could get a nasty wick to the downside and get a divergence on the R side on the lower degree before pushing higher, right? So let's move on to the 12 hours. 12 hours holding very strong. You can see our first target was like this area of 100 EMA, this red line, and exactly in our premium member, we said we have to pay attention. We could get a nice support from this area of 100 EMA on the 12 hours. That was our first target, 8,900, and we hit 8,900, but BC came down to our second target of 8,700 exactly. So you can see we hit like 80, roughly around like 8680, right? Second target was 87. So third target is somewhere around here, which is like 85 to 8400. On the lower degree, we're going to talk about it and see if BC is going to give us that target, right? But it doesn't mean like BC cannot give us a three-wave move pullback up to even like a 9100, right, before making this move. All right, and we're going to talk about the Elliott wave perspective after talking about after we finish talking about the lower degree, right? So let's move on to the 6 hours. The 6 hours is not looking good at all. Like, I don't like when price is moving below all my moving averages on the 6 hours, especially on the 100 EMA. Most likely price gonna at least for the short term gonna slow down. The volatility could slow down just to wait for these moving averages until like Monday, and then volatility could resume, right? But as of now, we got a nice pin bar, and price is going back up to retest like 50% of the pin bar. You can see it. That's one of our basically a technique to look for a reversal, right? That's a reversal pattern. Price is coming back up to retest like 50% of this wick, this green line, this green rejection. It could go all the way up to like a 2/3, and sometimes even like the entire move, but 50% to 2/3 is pretty much a good area to look for a short opportunity, right? 8800 all the way up to 8860, right? So for a short opportunity, at least for the short term, to look for lower numbers to long it, at least for the short term, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the 45 minutes. The 45 minutes, it's not looking bad. We could be anticipating either a three-way move like this, right? A three-way move pullback, which is going to give you your corrective move you're looking for, and then a short opportunity right around like 89 to 9100, and then get like drop down to like 8500 to 8400. But as up to now, it's not looking bad. 45 minutes pretty oversold, right? And whenever your 45 minutes is oversold, I told you multiple times, you could be looking for BTC to make this move, right? Whenever you're 45 minutes, I told you that like when BC was oversold in this area with this divergence, we talked about it. BC gave us that move with roughly 500 to 600 points, right? So let's see if like we're gonna get another divergence, right, in this area, because we're not getting any as up to now we don't have any divergence, right? So let's take a look at the 15 minutes, similar pattern. if like the if the 15 minutes RSI is able to push higher and price not gonna break this area of 100 EMA, this red line, we're most likely gonna get that 85 very fast. Okay, so keep that in mind. You know, even though like we could get this move right up to like 89 in that range, if RSI is very aggressive on the 15 minutes without like breaking this area, the sell-off gonna be very nasty down to you know, some lower targets, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the three-way move we've been anticipating when BSC was basically started to give us a nice push to the upside. So on the daily time frame, we talked about a BTC in terms of Elliott wave count. We said like BTC gonna give us a three-way move pullback, right? And this three-way move pullback, we anticipated it to be one-to-one extension of our Y correction. That's W. You got W, X, and Y correction. So you could say like the move is completed, because if you go back on the daily, we made exactly one-to-one extension, and we basically, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about on the daily time frame, like on the bigger picture, the big ascending descending triangle from like a 14K, right? We nailed it to 7200, but the same thing could happen, right? Because we nailed it down to 7200, right? But we were expecting BTC to drop down to 69 and we missed it. So you just have to be very careful. That's another one-to-one extension, but we're still waiting for BTC to drop another 300 points, and it can just give you that move without even dropping down to 8500, 8400. So you have to be very, very, very careful, and then otherwise you could be missing another 2000 point push to the upside, right? Or even like at least a 1000 point move to the upside. So we got this one-to-one extension. This move is basically equal to this move. Okay, that's exactly one-to-one extension. All right, so what can you expect after a one-to-one extension? Either you can expect a 1.27 extension, which is going to take us like a 0.618 pullback of this entire move. It's going to take us down to 0.618, or you can just like start like accumulating from the current price of 87 down to 8500, so you won't miss like this move to the upside, right? But definitely we're looking for this move to the upside. Even in our premium member, we basically are looking for some accumulation move in this area, right? So you can be as much bearish you can, you can be as much bearish you want, right? But you cannot just like expect like price to keep dropping forever. Okay, it's not going to drop forever, and you don't want to make the same mistake like we made at 7200, waiting for 69 and miss like the 40% move. So either you're gonna try to accumulate now. It's not a financial advice, I'm just talking to myself as a you, right? So either you can choose to accumulate from the current price of 88 down to 84. Its volatility is pretty high, or you can just say, hey, I'm just not going to do anything, I'm just going to wait for 85 and then I'm going to take it to the upside. So it is totally doable, and you just have to play safe, right? Just have to play safe. All right, guys, just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Hopefully it's short enough. If you're new to the content, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and join the public Telegram group. If you want to upgrade to our premium members, for price setup, daily analysis, make sure to send me a private message, and then I'm gonna show you I'm gonna give you the link, and then give you all the details about what you need to join the premium member. All right, guys, happy trading. Be safe out there. Market gonna be here forever, so don't get wrecked. All right, guys, thank you for watching.